Hey, how you doing? It's Bobby Guions, and I'm on Sora here. And what you could do now, you can actually get a really unique character consistency that you can't get with anybody else, even Midjourney. So I'm switching over from Midjourney to using Sora a lot, and you can use this image generation within ChatGPT. And I'm gonna show you right now how I've been doing it. They get different camera angles to change the clothes of a character, the background. It's really amazing, and I think it's just the beginning. So as you can see, some of these creations here, but I'm gonna take you to my ChatGPT, and here, as you can see right now, I created the characters over for Starbound, the series I've been working on. So I just started with this first prompt here, and I just wanted to recreate her character, the princess. And I started with this really quick prompt here, and sorry for the misspellings if you see anything here. I was so excited just playing around with this. So it came up with this character here of the princess with short hair. I wanted to change her costume and everything. And you see the background. But I wasn't quite happy with it because it still looked it looked CGI type, you know, looking like kind of what you see in Mid Journey, but a little better, I think, in some instances. But so what I did is I said use these references, and I created these images in Mid Journey. And I told it I wanted a more realistic character and from these different shots. And I have Jacob here. I started off with, and I told it I said this is Jacob in Starbound. Make him standing in a spaceship. A photograph 16 by 9, and this is what it gave me. That looks pretty good actually. So, but I still want to play around with it, but because I think it's good, but I think I could push it more with the background because it took the images I took from Midjourney, which were like kind of like similar to this type of like image, and it created this. So it didn't take a realistic image and created this. It tried to create it from the Midjourney image I gave it. Okay, so here's the image again. I told it, give me a side view of him, and this is what it gave me. That's amazing. I mean, this is it's cool that it was able to do this, and I could probably play around with the hairstyle, a lot of the things I might want change in this, but I just said, listen, do a side view, and it gave me this. So that just shows you keep the camera consistency, and you could do different angles like this. So here's the princess again. And I say this is a princess. Excuse for the misspellings if you see anything. And I said I gave it pretty much a similar prompt. And I told it, listen, I wanted more realistic. I even more sci-fi, and it gave me this. That looks good. Looks really good. More lifelike, a little more realistic. Hair, everything. Um, Similar to the clothing I had from the Mid Journey reference image. So that was pretty cool. And then I said, you know, make her standing in a control room, what have you. And this is the image I created before as a reference as an image. And I created this. That looks amazing. It gave her this like really cool outfit, hair, the color of her eyes I wanted her to have. And that looks really cool. So what I told her, I said, listen, it created Jacob and it created the princess. And I said, listen, create Jacob and her talking at a table in a control room in the spaceship. The window in the background showing alien planet, make it 16 by 9. And this is what it gave me. That's amazing. So it was able to give me a scene that I wanted with her and him. Nice background, share everything. And that looks cool. Look at the consistency of the character, her outfit, everything the way I wanted. So I'm just showing you how powerful it is. I was just playing around with this constantly, changing the lighting. I said, okay, give me the same scene with a jacket. Because I said, let me give him something different wardrobe. And they gave him this jacket similar to her type of her clothing, what she's wearing. And they got this scene together for me. Didn't like the lighting though. I want to play with that a little bit more. I said, inside a spaceship over the shoulder shot behind Jacob. And that's what it gave me. Look at that. That's crazy. So I just want to show you this is right. So it's no longer when you're doing cinematography, you can actually tell actually through ChatGPT what you want. It'll remember the characters for you and it'll put it all together for you. So you can pretty much teach it all the different characters in your movie and it'll run everything for you. That's amazing. I mean, this is really it's groundbreaking, man. And this is I said, look, change the lighting like before and alpha black, not so dark, and it gave me this. Still over shoulder shot her. Great. But I still wasn't like happy with it. It's a decent shot, but I wanted even more lifelike. So and I wanted her to be more innocent, like the princess. So they gave me this shot. I like that. So that's cool. Like so, and then I want to do Roxy. I gave it a reference image of Roxy, and same thing. And they gave me some shots like this. I wanted her hair to be different. I didn't like that too much. They gave me this shot. I was still playing around with it. I told them, listen, I want the curly fro. I want her outfit a little more shiny, and they gave me this. I'm very happy with this. So this is her new look. And I said, listen, just give me a scene, over shoulder shot with him looking at her and her, and you can barely see her. And this is a shot they gave me. That's amazing. Look at that. And I said, do the same thing with Roxy. That's not quite. It didn't. It looks real good, but it could have the outfit. They didn't copy the outfit and kind of close to the look that I wanted, but it came out really nice. That and with over shoulder shot, it did everything perfect. And then I said reverse the shot where her and him, and this what it gave me with Jacob. Look at that. That's fantastic. That's even more lifelike now. Look at that. It looks like a photograph. You couldn't tell me that's not a photograph. So I'm just telling you how powerful this thing. It seems like it's learning, it's understanding, and you can give it better references what you want, and it'll give you that. But this is amazing. If I gave this to anybody, they'll think it's a still shot from my production with a live actor. Nobody would know the difference. And I totally use this reference, and it created this scene with her. It changed her. It's again I could play around with this, but it changed her a bit. But I still like the shot, so I'm still playing around with it. And then I said, give me a shot of him, Jacob, talking to Roxy, over her shoulder shot, and it gave me this. Again, it looks like a green screen, real two live actors. Nobody could tell the difference. And then I told it to reverse that shot, and it gave me this. That looks amazing. Look at that. Nobody. This looks like a live shot. Nobody could tell me they could tell the difference. So, and here's another shot. Of Roxy's holding a guard hostage. I thought that looked cool, and it put it together for me. I told him like what I wanted, and look at that. That's amazing. If I did this through Mid Journey, I'll probably have to waste so many credits to get it like this. But it came out really nice. And then I did another scene. You can see her holding a knife to this guard and she's shooting. That looks fantastic. So again, I'm not feeding it anything. It's just remembering what I told it Roxy looked like. And then it just puts everything together. But I could change her outfit. I could change her hairstyle. I could do anything I want right now because I'm doing it through ChatGPT, which is I think it's a much more simpler way of doing it than going through Sora itself, the platform Sora. Because I did do Sora, but I think this way is like because it actually communicates with me when I tell ChatGPT, listen, I want you to do this, and it says, oh yeah, that's cool, boo boo boo, and it try to figure out things for me. Like unlike Sora, when you do it, it just acts like a regular mid journey like prompt and just try to put whatever you put out there. Okay, here's a couple like different scenes I wanted to do. Like her looking out the window reflection. I tested out with the princess and that looked interesting and I did it with her. Not bad. So let me go to like I render a lot of these images in Halui AI, and I'll leave the link in the description for you. But this is one scene I did. This is the image I show you with the princess, and I had her walking. Look at that. That's that's realistic. You can't tell me. Come on, hair bouncing, her eyes. Look at that. That looks amazing. It's getting better and better. I'm just, it's just here's one with Jacob walking. Looks good. I could get even better than that though. Okay, this is a scene I did her in the rain, and I threw it in here. I wanted a reflection of her with the water with the princess. That looks fantastic. And this is the image of her sitting at the table talking to Jacob, and I just wanted her that innocent look. You could look at her, just like just ready to go. Like I just love this whole scene right here. She got her eyes open, and she's just like she doesn't even know what she's getting herself into. She just wants to go at it and save the galaxy and try to prove herself. So it's really I thought that scene. I think this captures more of what I wanted her to be. It's another scene. And again, with the camera, I can control the camera movement. I wanted just to do different things. Here's that shot. Look at that. This is the shot that I showed you that I created. So look at that. You can't. Nobody can tell me this was like AI if I showed them this. That's amazing. Here's the other shot with Roxy. Look at that. I just her outfit is not the what I wanted it to be, and But I was just playing around with it. And this is him reverse angle. Look at that. That's so real. Look, come on. And I'll show you another shot. I did her walking. I like that. It came out good. But it still looks a little like in the beginning I didn't like, but like it looks really good when she stopped walking. Here's another scene. That's our over the shoulder shot. And the camera kind of like pans around her. That looks real. That looks so amazing. And here's a reverse shot of that. Come on. Listen, it's getting. And this is another shot. I didn't want the camera to move. But I want to show you all this because this is just me telling, through Sora what different angles I want and playing with them. And like that came out really good. And here's a shot of her holding a guy with the knife. Hey, the guy's like saying, holy. But it came out really good. And here's the other one with her shooting a gun and then pointing at the guy and saying something. Not too bad. It came out really good. But look at her. Look, she's looking at the guy. Oh my God. That's so real. And here's her looking out the window, thinking. I like that. I like that shot. In my opinion, I think Sora is going to be the new way of doing AI filmmaking, getting different scenes, angles, and what you want. So I'll leave the link in the description. Try it for yourself, and just start putting together some really good content. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also hit that notification bell for upcoming videos, and take care.